Hello my people and welcome back to news summary, and today we will be discussing about a lot of things that have unfolded since the last time I shoot. Alright, if you go back to my previous video before the one I was saying that you should subscribe, you will see we ended up with where Israel and Iran 12 days war was. Alright, so as you all must have known now that the war finally ended. It ended in 12 days with Israel and America thinking they could capitulate Iran in no time. So like I earlier explained on all the strategies. Alright, so today we will be analyzing on how who takes the most credit and where everything stands now. So you all know that as the war started, it was just Iran and Israel that was bumping each other, and everybody have the question in mind: was US aware of the bumping? And we all know that in the NATO summit that was taking place in Canada at the same time, Donald Trump have to leave halfway and to run back to the White House to make some critical decisions. Which one of those critical decisions was bumping Iran? And that equally finally happened where they used the B-2 bombers and they bombed the Iran nuclear site. So immediately after that, Donald Trump made the most shocking, rubbish statement that I've ever heard. That, oh, we have bombed Iran now Iran can make peace. Who does that in these days? And I'm sure it was all available over the social media. And fortunately enough as well, who knows where the Iran prime supreme leader was in those days, because even his address was not in the presidency. He was equally somewhere hiding in a hole, as he was equally threatened that he can be taken out at any time. Alright, so, and at the end of the day, here it leaves us with the big question: was the nuclear site actually destroyed? Because that was the very first objective of Israel, launching a preemptive strike into Israel. Alright, so we could see the mouse holes and we could see the bumping from the satellite, and with the US claims that the nuclear sites were buried under the ground. But there were two main objectives and two things that were noticed before the strike. Iran shipped out the rich uranium that was in the nuclear site. Then secondly, Iran have restricted access to the site, meaning no one can tell if it was destroyed or not. And you must have equally seen it. It was equally argued in the US Parliament that it was not destroyed. But based on simple analysis and the structure in which the nuclear site is being built, one cannot actually tell if it was actually destroyed. Third, and given the nature, even if it was not destroyed, and Iranians will only be fools to allow anyone to the premises, because if they were not destroyed, it means American is coming back, and we all know how Donald Trump is. He's very unpredictable. Alright, now back to the glory part. Who takes the most glory? Because immediately after the war ended, Iranians were on the street celebrating their defeat over Israel, while Israel were on their own streets equally celebrating their defeat over Iran. At the end of the day, two people stole the show. One, it was Donald Trump, who claims to be the peacemaker, that he was the one that brought peace, because immediately after the ceasefire was announced, remember, Israel sent out 56 S-16, and he ordered them to go back to the bases. And after that, he was claiming victory because he was the one that broke the peace in the Middle East. Alright, another isolated actor that peace can equally be accredited to, it's the president of Russia, Mr. Putin. And if you could equally occur that during those days he made a lot of calls, he spoke to the Prime Minister of Israel, he spoke to the President of USA, he spoke to the President of Iran. So, and in all of this, he was doing all of this to bring peace. And the only nuclear site that was not bombed was equally a nuclear site that is currently being maintained by Russians. And if you equally notice very well, Mr. Putin made a very critical statement that the reason why he have not yet withdrawn their workers from that particular nuclear site is because if they withdraw their workers from that nuclear site, it will be bombed immediately. So you could actually see that two people actually steal the credit. But in terms of who is the winner of this war, if you have not yet subscribed, subscribe to find out in the next episode. Thank you.